Welcome to Vancouver. As a Canadian born and raised, I want to show you guys a little bit more about Vancouver. Vancouver is located on the west coast of Canada in the beautiful province of British Columbia. Maybe you've been here to study English. It's really well known for international students to come here on their exchange programs, or maybe you even live here or dream of immigrating here. Vancouver is known as one of the cities with the best quality of life in the world. But if you want to live here and you want to become a true Vancouverite, you should probably learn how to pronounce the name of our city. What you probably don't know is there's a hidden G in the middle of the word. Vancouver. Vancouver. I was born and raised in Vancouver, but you don't have to have been born here to be considered a Vancouverite. So what is a Vancouverite and what would that mean to you? Well, a Vancouverite is the term that we use for somebody who lives in Vancouver and breathes the local culture. What would a real Vancouverite actually do in their day-to-day life? Well, Vancouverites are known for being very healthy people, very health-minded people that like to exercise, especially out in nature. I mean, look at this beautiful city. We've got a cosmopolitan playground hidden amongst the beautiful mountains and next to the ocean. As you can see right now, we are in the middle of summer. It's about 6:30 in the afternoon, and as you can see, it's hot, hot, hot. The sun is setting at about 10 o'clock at night, which is my favorite time of the year. And some of my favorite activities as a Vancouverite in the summer are going cycling. A lot of other Vancouverites love going kayaking, hiking, or going for a jog around our world-famous seawall. In fact, we have one of the biggest and most taken care of and used seawalls around the world. If you have been here, you probably have heard of Stanley Park. It's a beautiful park right in downtown that has an 8-kilometer seawall all around it that you can walk, run, or cycle on. But if you don't like the summer that much and you prefer the winter, Vancouver is also really famous for winter sports. Since we've got tons of mountains nearby and world-famous Whistler just an hour and a half away, you can find the best skiing and snowboarding all around the world just right here in our own province. Vancouverites are also famous for having a really informal way of dressing. In fact, you'll probably find a Vancouverite wearing yoga pants out at the mall or at a bar even, and not always at the yoga studio. Vancouverites are also famous for being really laid back and relaxed. It's not just in the way we dress, but also in our behaviors. Vancouverites tend to be much slower paced in their work life and in their daily life compared to people from bigger cities like Toronto. Now, Vancouver is also known as being one of the rainiest cities in the world. When it's not a beautiful sunny day like this or a beautiful snowy day in the winter, we tend to have a lot of cloudy and rainy days. That's why we're also known as Raincouver. One of my favorite things about Vancouver is the air. It's some of the freshest, most purest air that you can ever breathe. And every time I came back to Canada after spending time living and working abroad, I just loved that first breath of fresh air when I got out of the airport. Vancouver is also known as Hollywood North, because lots of TV series and movies are actually filmed here right in downtown. You might even get caught walking right across a movie scene while you're exploring downtown Vancouver. One of my other favorite parts about Vancouver is how multicultural it is. We have a really diverse society, so you'll find communities of immigrants and locals that love spending time together and interacting with each other. In fact, when you're walking around the city, you'll probably hear many languages, sometimes maybe even more than English. I think that's really cool. It really makes us stand out. We're a very welcoming country, so if you want to immigrate to Canada and you need help passing your IELTS or CELPIP test so that you can finally stay here, send us an email. We would love to help you and your family pass your exam so you can finally become Vancouverites.